Hi, everyone. It's really good to see all of you again this quarter. I'm Rahul Talreja. I'm the product manager for application enablement. And today I'll be walking to you through the latest updates and innovations we have done in Cockpit and Digital Twin Manager. So as always, I would be doing a live demo. So first in the list is our events view widget and the view. So this quarter, we have migrated the event list view as well as the widget. So along with the modernization, we are getting some performance improvements over here. And along with that, we have also added several usability enhancements. Events widget now gets automatically refreshed along with the dashboard. And along with this, we have added few new configuration options in the widget. For an example, in the widget, you can now decide if you would like to visualize the events coming in from the device or not. As well as we have now provided an option to our customers that they can also add binary files to the event, which was already there. But with this event view widget, now we can also view those files directly into the cockpit widget itself. Now, all the events which you view in the widget, you can also directly click on that and directly open the events view in the cockpit itself. Previously, there was no dedicated event section available in the cockpit, which has now been added. You can not only view the events information, you can also view the custom data attached to the event and as well as the files attached to it, and as well as you can download that. The announcements available to this section is very similar to what we had done with the alarm section few quarters back. As similar to the alarm section, the each and every event in the platform now receives a unique URL. You can very easily share this link with your team members, and you can directly let's say collaborate on the events or alarm and like view the same information on the screen. Yeah. Apart from that, we have done several enhancements to our data point graph widget and as well as the data explorer. So we have been investing quite a good amount of time on this for the last few quarters. We had enabled a preview version last year, and at the beginning of this year, we had introduced these widgets and the view in GA. Since then, many customers have utilized the new widget and as well as provided us some good feedback. In this quarter, we have added few enhancements. For an example, now the view of the Data Explorer is very flexible. You can easily enable or disable the right side where you are able to select the data points, as well as you can disable the display settings. This provides you more area on the screen where you can then visualize the data very easily. Apart from this, you can now very easily select a very specific data point if you like to visualize any one of them. And as well as along with this, we have also introduced a compact tooltip over here. In the previous version, the tooltip was slightly bigger. So as soon as you go about 10 number of data points, the screen used to get cluttered with all of that. With this, now, as soon as you have more than 5 data points, you can easily see this compact view, which makes it easy to analyze, let's say, huge number of data points on a single screen much more easier. Now, in this quarter, we have also introduced a new version of the SCADA widget. So this version is in public preview, so this is not enabled by default. So you will need to enable this specific version. So previously, in the SCADA widget, it was that you could easily upload a single SVG file and visualize that on the platform. In the new version, we have made it much more flexible. Now you can upload a file, you can as well as paste a text, and I'll be coming to the generate with AI in a second. But along with that, now you can directly edit those files on the widget itself. Once you upload the SVG file, you can easily assign properties to it directly from the widget itself, which was not possible earlier. This makes it very easy for you to directly assign the relevant properties to the SCADA widget, minimizing the time you need to invest in correcting those properties earlier. Now, we have, along with the enhancement we are doing with the agent manager, the new SCADA widget is also utilizing AI. It's if you are enabling the AI agent manager, this will be visible by default. Then, for the sake of saving some time, I already did some testing with that before the call. I just put a very, very simple prompt to the AI to help me. So this is a wind turbine, let's say. This is a wind park portfolio which has multiple wind turbines, and I just asked just to help me create an operational dashboard for wind turbine. You can notice that it went through all the let's say the whole manage object of the wind turbine, that all the child devices and the, let's say, the whole hierarchy it had, and it then created a nice visualization for me. So depending on your use case, it first analyzes the whole manage object, thinks about like what could be a good visualization, and then definitely takes the prompt in consideration and helps you to create a visualization. So this now makes it very, very easy for you to create the SCADA visualizations you would like to have for your use case. Yeah. And for activating any of these blue features, you just need to navigate to any of the right sidebar of that particular application. So for an example, if you would like to activate the SCADA widget, you can simply navigate in the right side navigation and activate that. Similarly, last quarter, we had introduced a public preview version of the asset table widget. So in this quarter, we have made enhancements to this public preview version. So for example, now, in case if you, one second. So if now you select a computed property, we have added an option for deciding the number of decimal places you would like to visualize on the dashboard. Previously, many widgets did not have the option to for you to define the decimal places. And many times the computed numbers coming in from different analytic systems used to have, let's say, longer numbers, which didn't need to look very good on the dashboard. Over the period of time, we have added this option in multiple widgets, this one being the last one. So now this computed property view also has an option to limit the decimal places for you. So you can now limit it to any number of decimal places and clean up the data which is being displayed at the front. Along with that, multiple and other enhancements have been done in the new asset table widget. If you now have a longer list of, let's say, assets and a higher number of columns, this view becomes a bit compact, which allows you to visualize those things easily on the dashboard. Similarly to the SCADA widget, you can very easily enable this preview version from the right side navigation. In the coming months, we plan to make this widget available by default on all the on the talents. Before that, I would like to request all my customers to also help us with further feedback on this one. Now, before going to Digital Twin Manager, there is a very short announcement for the developers over here. So in the coming quarter, we will be making a new Web SDK release, which would be introducing the support for Angular 21. While this will allow you to take the advantage of latest performance improvement, security updates, but you will also need to update your applications to Angular 21. As usual, we will be also providing some guidance, let's say, with the documentation on our platform. Now, coming to one very important section, Digital Twin Manager. For the last 3 quarters, we have been generally teasing about the data on asset functionality. Initially, we introduced a functionality to allow our customers to link device data points to assets. Until now, this was only a UI plugin where you can create the linking. In this quarter, we are now releasing the public preview of our DTM data service. This DTM data service brings the data on assets live. So one of the biggest challenge in industrial environment is that operational data is very often scattered across multiple sources. For an example, you can see that data can come from sensors, meters, PLC, different machine, gateways. While these devices continuously generate this data, digital twin is generally not having contextual information available. Let's say it's only having the contextual information, but not any live data. This DTM data service bridges this gap. Based on the data mapping which you define in DTM, it automatically propagates the device, the data which is coming from the device to the appropriate digital twin asset based on the mapping. This acts as the synchronization layer and eliminates the need for custom integrations or application-specific logic to keep the data on the assets up to date. Before going further, I will be now also kind of taking you again through the data point linking, which we had introduced earlier. So data point linking is a UI plugin. So you will, at the moment, this is not a default plugin. You need to install this from the extensions in the administration section. Once installed, this allows you to define the exact these data points, which I referred in the last slide, on the asset directly. You can see I have multiple data points listed on this asset. So this is a wind turbine, which is receiving data from different sources like gateways, sensors, and I have defined multiple data points already over here and linked them to different sources. You can also define data points which are yet to be received on these assets. And when the data has arrived, you can simply click on link source, navigate to the particular wind park, and use that to simply link the relevant data points on the asset. Similarly, you can create the proper visualization for your particular asset and get the right data points for the asset. This not only simplifies the whole development, but this also provides you a single contextual view for your dashboards, analytics, and all the AI applications. Yeah. Now, moving forward, I missed one thing, sorry. So this is still in public preview. For activating the public preview, you would need to enable the feature toggle in the administration application. So last quarter, we had also introduced a nice view where all the feature toggles were listed. You need to specifically enable the notifications to.tenant.all APIs feature toggle in the administration API. As soon as you enable this one, the tenants which are having this microservice subscribed, which is right now all the EU latest tenants, will get this service enabled by default. In the coming weeks, the same microservice would also be available to all other public cloud tenants, when you can then easily enable this on the tenant. Yeah. Now, going forward to the other announcement in the Digital Twin Manager application. Until now, we only had a single enum functionality. So you could have only defined a single enum in the platform. In this release, we have also introduced the support for multi-enum. So you can easily now define a list of options which you would like to provide to your customers in a property. So for an example, I have here created a property called, let's say, compliance standard. And instead of giving a single, let's say, single list of options for customers to select from, I'm now here added bunch of options for the customers. So users can simply select from this list. So until now, this was only a single enum that you can only select a single option in the UI. With this update, we have now enabled multi-select over here. Along with that, we have also enabled the option to define default option over here. Until now, with enums, you didn't have the option to define a default option. This means if the customers, while creating the asset, didn't define any option, there was no way to put a default. But with this update, we have added the option to also define a default selection. Now, depending on the option you have selected to render this option, you can easily visualize this in the DTM property view. Yeah. So coming to the last part. So these, so there are a bunch of these slides which highlight the several enhancements we have done into the APIs for enabling the asset management and relationships DTM. While all these improvements improves the reliability of the asset relationship, this also introduces flexible asset management capabilities. For an example, now before storing the linked series validation, we do proper validation. Let's say we also used to do the validations earlier, but with this, we verify if the input has null values, zero values, and these verifications makes it very, very easy to complete the synchronization of the hierarchies and the link series from outer platform. While I will not be going in detail of these enhancements individually, but you can find the complete details of these enhancements in our changelog and as well as the documentation.